Hello again, Slayers. My name is Kyle, but I go by Roboslicer in the Dauntless community. I want to take a moment to thank all the people who actually allowed me to help you get onto the board last week during Strike Trials. It's a great opportunity for me to show not just my skills, but also to help you guys get to the point that you guys have been trying to get to after so long. Because without crit pots and everything like that, I feel like the game is a little bit more even. But with that being said, I'm sure all of you know that the update has actually hit very recently as of last week. And with this update, we are a lot squishier and our old Trials builds won't work so well because Iceborne doesn't really do much. The update has taken away crit pots and everything away. So we're going to be looking at a different way of getting sub 3. With that being said, let me show you guys how to do it. So for this week's trials, we're going to be playing against Rockfall Skarn. Again, Iceborne is not going to be a viable thing anymore because the update doesn't allow us to actually have a good enough defense so that we can tank some damage without getting down. So this way, we're going to have to use a flawless build. But here are the modifiers. So you're going to see the Volcanic Vitriol, which makes Volcano come from the ground and shoot lava like if you're fighting Hellion. Behemoth Blitz, so he's going to be a lot faster. Combustion, so physical attacks actually set you on fire. Inferno, so fire damage lasts longer and deals more damage to you, and Shockfall, so if he hits you, it actually deals more damage. So let's look at the build we're going to be using. So this is the build for this week's trials. This way you're going to have to use a flawless build to get the sub 3 because Iceborne is no longer viable, but we're going to be putting in a power slot to be able to help us out deal more damage. So let's get to the perks. First things first, we're going to be getting +6 Berserk to deal 35% increased damage when you hit him 10 times in a row. And of course Catalyst to get more duration and effectiveness of your potions. And then we're going to use Overpower so that when we stagger him, which you stagger him a lot, you'll deal more damage. And then of course you're going to be using Predator to deal 35% more damage. Again, try not to get hit so that keeps going. And then of course we're going to be using Rage to do 25% more damage. And then Etheric Attunement because it's built into the thing that's bonded to for our weapons. And then Discipline, of course, so that we'll be at half health all the time so that our abilities go off. So the consumables we're going to be using are Blitz so we can go faster, of course. And then we're also going to be using Aether Drive so that we can get 100% increase on Lantern Holds. And then Frenzy Tonic to deal more damage because we always need more damage to get this done. We're going to be using Pangar Shrine so that we can slow down our Behemoth and put +3 Catalyst into there. We're going to use the Volcanic Threads and put +3 Overpower into there. The Malkyrion Grasp and put +3 Berserk. The Mantle of Thorns and put +3 Catalyst. The Dark Watch and put +3 Discipline into there. And for the weapon, we're going to be using the Electric Cruelties, put +3 Overpower and +3 Berserk into there. Specials Reaper Dance, Mod Momentum Blaze, and the Bond is going to be, of course, the Drask weapons. Now let's move on to the strats. Drop time is immediate. As soon as you get in, pop your potions and jump right in. He'll be waiting for you at the start. During this trials, he actually moves around unlike some of the previous trials, but he will be right there from the start as soon as you pop your potion and jump in. I definitely recommend using your Malk special to get some shock damage in so you'll shock proc him a little bit faster. From there, he's going to do one or two things. Number one, he's going to use his spin move, which sucks you in and causes him to go into a boopable state. I definitely recommend using Reaper's Dance continuously so that you'll go invisible for a long period of time and be able to get that boop and not get hurt while trying to go for it. The Malk special is not a good idea to go against the spin move, which is boopable, because you will trade off in the end. Second, he will do a roll, which you can easily just use Reaper Dance to get away from, or he will go up on his hind legs, which again, you can boop him pretty easily with. Now, the next strat is to definitely, if you see the lava that comes from the volcano actually get near you, do not try and be a hero and do as much damage as you can to that part. Move away and find another location to do the damage to, because that fire will last longer and deal more damage to you. So try and think smart. Move away from the lava and hit another part. Another thing, definitely hit the exposed parts. You can hit the rocks if you want, but definitely try and get the exposed parts to get more shock damage onto specifically him, so that he'll shock proc and overpower will work. With that being said, that's all the strats. Let's get into my video. Happy Hunting Slayers and Merry Christmas.